right, well, this is an annual concert that helps supports life-saving research into biology and disease. It's the 24th year of Symphony at Salk. So the Institute, that is a signature gala that happens every year under the stars, and it is incredible. So here with me now to discuss the event is Brent Wakefield from Salk Institute. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for having us, Ginger.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for all the work Salk Institute is doing. But first things first.
Yes.
Let's talk about the gala.
Let's talk about the gala. Laura Benanti. She just finished a really successful run on Broadway with, she was Liza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. But what people don't know about her is she's hilarious, too. So she's on Stephen Colbert occasionally, Law and Order. She's a really, I think, multifaceted entertainer, and I think it's going to be super engaging for the audience. Not only an amazing voice, but a great sense of humor. And the frame is beautiful because while she's up on stage, we project up onto these beautiful kind of cement pillars in the Salk courtyard, beautiful images of our science, but also of Francois Gillot, who was married to Jonas Salk.
This is so key because Jonas Salk was a big believer, tried and tested and true in matching the music or the arts with science. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, he believed that to do great science, scientists needed to be inspired. So that's why he hired Louis Kahn, who was this world-famous architect at the time. He said, I want a place that's worthy of a visit of Pablo Picasso because I believe that our good science is going to be inspired by this art. And so this symphony really follows that pattern, right? It's a celebration of science, but it's also a celebration of art. And sometimes we say, you know, come for the art and stay for the science. And I think that's definitely the case with the symphony.
Okay, so the symphony of the event is a big fundraiser for you, but I also know, a little birdie told me that you just got a nice chunk of change for some other research you're working on.
We did. We have, you know, people know Salk for cancer, which is really important work that's happening, neuroscience, aging, metabolism, diabetes research, but they don't know a whole lot about our plant biology department, and we received $35 million in funding from the TED Audacious program for our Harnessing Plants initiative. So they're using plants to stable carbon, to store carbon in the soil more stably. And it's fantastic. It's an audacious idea. And so the work has just begun. We got this $35 million of funding, and it's a remarkable undertaking. And we've got 5 years to really have an impact on climate change. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You know, I told you I'm a fan because I admire, appreciate the work coming out of the Salk Institute because it's out of the box.
It's out of the box.
And you get to witness that on a daily basis.
Yeah, and it's inspiring for us because you think what they're talking about is something out of a movie, and then you get a tour and you start meeting with the scientists, talk about what they're doing, and they're actually doing these things. You know, there's a project, Sonogenetics, where they stimulate a certain area with like radio wave vibrations, and they can target therapies to arrive where the sonogenetic vibration is happening deep within the body. So it's a non-invasive way to approach cures or therapeutic, delivering therapeutics to a certain area of the body. So there's just lots of incredible stuff that you can't imagine that's happening, and it actually is really happening there. And what's nice about it, there are about 3,000 biological research institutes in the world, but Salk is typically in the top 5, and the reason is because what we do is so foundational and basic in the understanding of science. We reveal such basic aspects of science that the world doesn't know, that so many cures and potential happens based on these discoveries. And it's creative, it's exploration, and this music, this event celebrates that.
Yeah, let's go back to the event because it's really key. You need funding for something like this.
Yes.
So the Symphony at Salk also helps to fund a lot of the research that's going on.
It does. It funds our research, and again, you know, going back to cancer, diabetes, and these important research that's happening on a daily basis. And then we have a great education outreach program. So we provide free science education to students and also teachers around the county. We have the mobile science lab that goes around, and we also teach science teachers how to teach science.
Oh, I love this mobile science lab. So does that go year round or just during the school year?
It goes year round.
Oh boy, I think I'm going to have to jump on that bus.
We have terrific projects.
All right, where do folks need to go if they want to get tickets and more information?
Yeah, symphony.salk.edu. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's
Symphony,
easy.
And there you go. It's August 24th, 5:30 to 9. You need a ticket to get in, and again, this goes to research. So is that a write-off? I'm just thinking here, you know, as I
yeah, large chunk of it is a write-off, in fact.
That's not bad. Takeaway, if for somebody who hasn't been out to the Symphony, explain what your takeaway is after this kind of magical night.
You're blown away. It's kind of the who's who event. It's more beautiful than what you imagine it. It's really magical under the stars. The light show is super impressive. And you have this up-close personal experience with a really important entertainer in this context that's world-renowned. So it's really a magical place. So you're going to go away loving science because of the music.
Oh, that is so good. All right, Brent, thank you so much for carrying on the tradition of Jonas Salk as well.
Thank you.